Hello, everyone. Let's make sure I'm all set over here. Tonight we're going to be doing lots of sparkle. I'm looking, I get a new light. I think it's very bright. So we're going to see how you guys see it at the other end. I log as a customer also. Oh, Stephanie from Cheyenne, it's here. So we're going to do that very quick tonight. It's going to be a quick card or a Christmas ornament. You guys going to pick after we done the design before I decide to put it on the card or put ribbon for ornament. You guys will pick and choose. But first, last week it was awesome, all the color choice that we picked. So again, I would like to do something other than green. Again, like last week we did that. We're going to use this stamp set, Season Like Christmas. So you guys tell me what color you would like to see the three in tonight. And we're going to go from there. And it's going to be a lot of sparkle. I mean, lots. Well, I think those like green again, like last week, and it's going to be a lot. That's the delay there. Here we go. I'm looking at the name, so I'm going to pull you down, twist that upside down, and so on, and we're going to get started right away. Okay, the first color that I see it the pink, powder pink. So we're going to do the Christmas tree in the pink tonight. So let's push you down, and I'm gonna twist you on the top and then down. Perfect. So the stamp set that I'm using, like I said, it is Season Like Christmas, and I'm kind of sad to say goodbye to this set. I thought, oh, this set gonna last, because really it's more than Christmas, but it's going. So it's while supplies last. It is on page 9 of the holiday catalog. It's only $17. It's a beautiful set. You're going to see tonight when we create. So let's get started. I just got a piece of cardstock here, and this is the heavy white cardstock. And I'm using 2 oval. I want the smaller one. It's not the smaller one in the oval. When I measure from where it cut there. The width of it, it's about 2 3/8. And the top to the bottom, it's about 3 1/4. So that gives you a clue there. So we're going to start. Okay, they said powder pink. And then I'm going to need a darker pink with that. And I'm going to go with sweet sugar plum. So let's get our stamp set. So the lightest color, it's going to be in the full image. And then the darker color is going to be in what I call the bow. So what do you guys think about my new light? From what I see, I think it is very, very clear. This here, I cannot see. It seems I get a little shadow there. So let's see if I go more this way. It looked very clear on my big screen there. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to start with the darker color, the lighter color here. And because it's a photopolymer set, thanks for sharing, Faith and Kathleen. And of course, to win, I always give away the card that I work on. So if you want a chance to win, you can share my broadcast and say that you share it. Or you can just leave a comment here. Either way, I appreciate all the share. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this here, and this is powder pink. I'm going to stamp that right there. Now I'm going to go with the detailed one, and we're going to do sugar plum, sweet sugar plum. Thanks for sharing. Here we go. And it's going to be a lot of bling bling on this. Okay, I'm going to have to move this a little bit just because the camera it's in my view. Here we go. Voila. It's going to be pretty. Okay, and I think that the trunk of it, I'm going to use Sarah Sand. This is right in the camera. I'm sorry. Here we go. Now I got Sarah Sand and crumb cake. Well, I still need to go in there. I'm sorry to move that crisscross like that. Here we go. Back to work here. Okay, so let's do the trunk. And the trunk it is oh, it's just one. So okay, I just gonna use it's just one of them. I thought we had two pieces of that, just one. I'm gonna use the lighter color, I think, just because it's so soft. So I'm gonna use the Sarah Sand. Going to put that right here. Voila. I think gray would have been nice too. And then for the snow at the bottom, that little tiny piece here, I'm going to be using, what should I use? Soft Sky. Gonna put that right here, there. Here we go. Now, I told you we're going to do a lot of bling. Well, first we have to cut that in a oval. So I'm going to use a piece of sweet sugar plum. We're going to put darker in the back. And that's going to be the bigger oval. So we're going to bring the big shot here. This is going to be this. This is going to be the smaller one. But before we cut, so when we use, this is the adhesive sheet. And the adhesive sheet there are on page 203 in the big catalog. Right here, the multi-purpose adhesive sheet. That's what we're using right there. Now, usually you would put that face up because we glue, you know, the in from the back. I want the adhesive at the top. We're working something different here. I did a video of that though, but it was with another fold. So I'm just going to peel this up here, and I'm going to take this. Well. Okay, just because I don't want to waste so much of the paper and it's a bit too wide, what I'm going to do, I want to make sure I get enough for my, I'm just going to snip this here. Okay, now let's peel that back up again. Okay, remember this is the sticky here. Right there, it's the sticky. So the sticky is facing you. You're going to take, hi Mika. You're going to take the image. Usually this would face up. Right now we're going to face it down. So I'm going to put that right on the sticky, face down. Now I'm going to take this the other way around like this, and we're going to cut that in the big shot. So instead of moving the camera all around and so on, I'm just going to go ahead and do it on the big shot there. So what I'm going to do is put that there. Let me take a piece of tape just to make sure that it's not, oops, I almost did a boo-boo. That's the big one. We need the smaller one. Here we go. Going to put that right here. And we're going to cut that on the big shot. So let me put that on top. Let me roll this in the big shot. And I see Ollie, it's here, and Ollie must laugh because Ollie know that I am not a glitter. I don't like to work with glitter. It go in my eyes, and I like the wink of Stella because that don't go all over. But the true glitter, I'm not a big fan working with that. But I still work with it because I think it's pretty. We're going to cut the bigger one here with sweet sugar plum. And then if you're wondering where the oval came from, it's from the layering oval. Here we go. So now, the best thing, I know you would sprinkle me with that, Holly. The best thing, I like to do this technique, to put in a container bigger than the little round one. So I'm gonna take this. Now you want to take your bone folder. It's funny because I got a few bone folder and it's like they disappear. Okay, take this, and you really want to burnish, I think it's called, like this. So you want the glue to stay on your image, okay? That's very important, this step. Now let's take this out. Okay, be very careful where you're going to put your fingers because you don't want to have your imprint in there. So I'm going to be very careful. So it looks just like you stamp, whatever. Now what I'm going to do is, and I don't know if I told you, I use the thick whisper white for where we stamp. That white piece was the thick whisper white. Okay, that looked pretty good. Now what I do, I just tap it. Okay, now I'm going to show you a little trick that I don't think I showed that in the other video. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Now let's bring the heat tool. And what the heat tool gonna do, it's gonna melt the glitter in the glue. So it won't rub all over. Let's make sure I don't have. So it's just push really the glitter inside the glue. So I'm gonna just let it warm up a bit here. You can see how it just pushed the glitter, right? And really, I should have sponged around though, but we didn't. That's okay. Now I'm just gonna. So now, when you touch it, the glitter will not keep on flaking off. See how pretty that is? Okay, we're gonna put that on our sweet sugar plum. Hello, Cheryl. Using the corner there. Put a lot. If you buy the dimensional from me, put a lot. I'm joking. You don't need that much. I'm just using the finish there. Yes, very, very sparkly tonight. Very much so. Okay, so you can see this could be very well be a tag, right? Just put a little thing. It could be a tag and it could be an ornament. So because I'm going to mail the winner, I'm going to put it on a card. But when it's cut on the long way, though, you want to score that. Because the way that the fiber is, when you cut on the long way, if you just fold, it's all going to crinkle, crackle, whatever. Another tip, when you score your cardstock, You see the indent there? That needs to stay at the top. Where it's raised up, what we call the mountain, that's going to go inside. We would think it's the other way around, but no. So where it's raised up, it's going to be facing down, whatever. Where it's pushed in, the indents there, going to stay on the top. Fold it and see, you get a perfectly clear fold. The other way around is just crackled. Okay, so that's going to get put here. Now, because I'm doing a card, I think it needs more than that. Let's see what I got. Okay, I got some pink ribbon here that we're going to be using to bring the pink from the... And you know what? I'm going to use another piece of cardstock. I think this is too pretty to leave it that plain. So let me bring a piece of 5 1/4 by 4. So you imagine that just this here in the Christmas tree, just put a little hole there, put the ribbon. I think that would be very sparkle with the Christmas light. I'm going to put this over here. You know what? We need to emboss this. I got the embossing folder right here. I'm going to use Softly Falling. So we're going to emboss that. Oh, before we emboss it, because it's a card, let's put, oh, we're going to put it at the top. We're good. Let's emboss this. So now you understand, create on the fly. I have nothing prepared. We're going with the flow as my mind thinks. Okay, let's emboss this. Here we go. Now let's use Sweet Sugar Plum. And we're going to put Thinking of You at Christmas. And it's such a tiny greeting. That's why I said we can do it at the end. But you know what? We're going to do it on a piece of white. I think you need a little banner there. So, little piece of white here. Oh, that's glossy. Don't want glossy. Here we go. We're going to do some trimming. I'm going to put that about, oops, right here. Get it. Okay, let's cut this. And you know what? We could do a double banner though. Let me do a double banner. Okay, now I'm going to have to bring this. Maybe we're going to have to restamp here. So we're going to do, this is about 3/4. So we're going to go at 7/8 because it was about 3/4. We're going to go 7/8. And this is about 2 1/4. So we're going to go 2 1/4. That's 1, 2, 3, 8. 2 3/8. And I'm going to show you quick how to do a double banner that's going to be perfect match. So you want to glue it just a tiny. Oh, see, this is done. I don't want. Oh, I got another one here. You just want to put a tiny bit of snail there because we're going to have to remove that. Put that right at the bottom. And then you're going to take your, and I think this year it's called flag. You're going to flag it. I think that's the good term. I just say me snip a V there. You cut in the middle first, in the center, and then you go from each side. I know some people like to use like a square punch or a different punch. I just do it freehand. I think it go faster for me. Now remove this. Do the same thing at the other end. Put that right at the edge. Okay. Now we're gonna make sure that it's lined up good. And again, it's the same thing. Cut in the middle, each side, and then the other side. Oops, I went a little bit too far there. That's okay. I'm going to come right here. Here we go. Now I'm going to remove this. Now we want to add more glue. So now each of my points should match perfectly fine because we cut them together. See? Perfect match. No fuss, nothing. Okay, let's mount that together now. So I'm going to use some fast fuse here because it's embossed. Oops. That's way too long. This is the powder pink also in the ribbon. What I'm going to do is just do one of my 4 knots. Remember, one loop and then again another loop. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put that right about here. And then I always put more tape in the back of my ribbon, just to secure it good. I'm going to put that right here. And then we're going to take this, put our tape in the back. Okay, it needs to be pushed a little bit more. See, you can push it as long as you don't cut it. You can still push it. Now I'm going to tighten it. Make sure it don't move there. Here we go. Now we're going to put this on top. Take this, cut diagonal. Okay, a little bit too long. That's okay. Snip. Snip. Now I'm going to use a glue dot. And we're going to put it right under the bow there so it's not moving. Here we go. Now my greeting, I'm going to, oh, I don't like those two bows. One bow should have been there and the other one there. So what I'm going to do, you know what? This is going to go inside just because I don't like the way that it would be too heavy on one side. Should the bow making again? Absolutely, I can do that. We're going to put that right in here. Just because really I should have the bow on the other side and the greeting here. And if I put the greeting there, it was too tall. It would have been too tall. I should have moved that more in the center, have the bow there, than the greeting at the bottom on this side. So it would have been shift better. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So you get the snowfall in. Okay, somebody asked, I'm going to sign this card here. And this card, I will announce the winner tomorrow. And if you see your name, then you want to contact me and I'm going to mail it to you. The best way for me to when I post the winner, if you like my page and you follow my page at the top, then I can tag you. If not, I cannot tag you. So you have to watch closely. And we were at 9,998 the last time I checked before I went live on the likes. And the minute I'm going to hit 10,000, I'm going to have a giveaway. It's a stash of card. We hit that in the following. So again, when we're done, if you go at the top, like my page, if you didn't like it, I will have a giveaway. Okay, this is too not long enough. I got one right here. Ooh, that would have been pretty on that. That would have been pretty here, that shimmer. Okay, so what you want to do is you take your finger, just one finger that I take, and some people use a bottle in that. I'm not lucky on the bottle. You keep your finger there, you do one, you take this one that was on the left, bring it to the right, to the top, go under, and just tie this. And see, you get the perfectly square knot. And then you attach it first and then cut it diagonal, make it much easier. So I'm going to do it one more time. I'm seeing all those hearts there, so I guess you guys like that. Thank you, Cheryl, for sharing. Let me show you one more time. And remember, when this live broadcast is done, when you watch the replay, you can always stop, rewind, stop, rewind. Okay, so at one finger, you just go around, bring it up. Now you take this one to the left, bring it to the top there, vice versa. It doesn't matter really which one. And close this, pull, and see, you get the perfectly flat knot. So that is very friendly to mail. It's not a big chunk. You know, sometimes you do a knot, it makes it so thick, and that would cost more to mail. Do you guys know to test out to mail your cards? Let me show you quick. So when you put that in an envelope, little extra tip tonight for Christmas. Okay, so oops, we take a white envelopes because that one needs to be in the white. It's about the same size, I say about. So you're going to put it in your envelope. Anytime you get some blinks in that, I always say save some, even if you have to go buy cheap cardstock, buy cheap cardstock, but you don't want color cardstock. You don't want something that it's bright colors in that, because what's going to happen a lot of time, even just the humidity, and that's going to, you know, that color going to be rubbing on your card, and you're going to have different color. So it's prefer white cardstock. You put it on top. Anytime you get some bling, because those things go in the machine, and then this would be closed. Take your paper cutter and pass it through. If it passes with no problem at all, you should be okay with a forever stamp. If it's very too, the weight's still good and it's kind of rough, you want to use, this is the non-machinable surcharge. So they're more expensive, but they will not put it in the machine. So you can have it a little bit more rough. But I always say, or if you get fun foam can be put also at the top. Another tip here, let me see if I get a card that wouldn't go there. I do. Let me grab a card. Okay, so you see this card here? That won't go in the machine. So even if you put it in an envelope, so let's say you put it in an envelope. You see how rough it is? See, you have to really push hard. That won't go. So you need the the butterfly one there. Even with that, because this is gonna get all, you know, the rub and that, I still gonna put this, and you want to put your not going in the machine. The weight, it's good in that. It's just that it's too thick. So you need the other butterfly thing. Here, let me flip you back up. Here we go. So that was it. So you can do your bling bling. Look how pretty it is when the light is on that. So soft. So don't miss out. A lot of the stamp set from the holiday catalog. It's while supplies last. You can go at FrenchieStamps.com and just click shop online, and you're going to see right on the left side, you know, the holiday. Let me tell you, I got my computer right here. So if you go at FrenchieStamps.com, just click shop online, you get sale ends that's going to show up. If you go click on the sale end right there on the left hand side, you're going to see discounted, and you're going to see retiring favorite. You want to click on both. You want to look at both of them, because some of it are this the price are marked down. And I'm looking, I don't think this one, the price, it's marked down. No. And then you get the other one, the retiring favorites. That's everything that it's retired, but not the one with the discount section. So really, it's two different sections, and they both while supplies last. So you sure don't want to miss out on that. So this one, it's part of that here. So I'm really going to miss this lovely set. The name, I'm looking here. I don't see it. 1 second. Did I misplace that? No, it's there. It's $17. The stamp set called Season Like Christmas. And what I like about it, it's the two-tone. It is so pretty. And forget about Christmas. You can use that for a manly card or a scenery card. Because really, it's nothing that looks like Christmas. If you don't put the snow on it, nothing looks like Christmas. So it can be an everyday card. So even if it's a Christmas stamp set, think outside the box. It can be used every day. I love my lovely as a 3. Absolutely. This one here, what strikes me the best, it's the trunk can be a different color, and you get the 2 shades. So that is it for this Wednesday. It's Thursday. This is it for this Thursday. Now save the date. Next Tuesday, we are live on YouTube. I'm going to be here Thursday also. I don't know why I'm saying Wednesday. We're going to be here Thursday, but live Tuesday. And I don't know if you guys see in the back there, not this, but in the back here, I got all kind of different gift cards. That's my class next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. The logging will be at FrenchieStamps.com. So that's December 12th. Holly, and Ollie's here tonight also. We will be live. Ollie, when it comes to YouTube, she's the one that answers all the questions in there, because the class on YouTube, it's more... it's not created on the fly. I know what I'm doing. We got a PDF file ready for you with qualify order and so on and so on. So, and I always do more than I should, because I want to make sure that I feel like you guys are paying for a class. The class is free. You can join in. I just want to make sure that I get plenty of materials. So it seems that it always go longer, not because I'm slow, just because I like to share more than my time, usually, put it that way. So that's going to be, but I think I'm very well prepared. Hope so. It's all prepared in here. It's everything is cut out and so on. You can see even the stamping is done. So really the class Tuesday, it's going to be out to score your paper, out to glue your paper together and so on to make your gift card. And it's 8 different ones. So hope you can join us. And till next time, stay warm. You can see I'm all bundled up. It's kind of chilly. It's been raining all week. I'm ready to see the sun. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to see the sun. So stay warm and have a lovely Christmas. If you guys don't join before that, but it's still in a long time. For me, Christmas is going to come earlier this year. So that's why I feel Christmas it's next week, because pretty much that's when it's going to be for us, because Brett is working at Christmas. So have a good one, my friend. Bye-bye for now.